Just 3 days after blitzing his rivals in the 2-mile New Zealand Cup, Chokin completed an overpowering Addington double when he won the $80,000 Air New Zealand free-for-all. Rating 157.5 for the mobile 2,000 metres, Chokin was simply awesome after getting a saloon passage through from the second line and then settling on the back of Master Musician until the 400-metre mark. Although Chokin won by only a neck, there was little doubt the margin could have been greater had Tony Herlihy applied a bit more pressure.
A bunch field, 7 lengths covering them all, and Tigress leads them round past the 500 metres. Master Musician next, and down on the rails to Sogo. There's Master Musician, accelerates quickly. He dashes to the front, and Chokin's gone with him. And Blossom Lady's trapped out about 4 wide. Christopher Vance is bursting into it as well. Sogo back on the inside, and Giovanetto sprung off the rail in the straight. Master Musician going for home. Chokin and Tony Herlihy calling to him. He goes up to Master Musician, comes off the rail a bit. It's Chokin the outside and Master Musician the inner. Chokin's got the measure of Master Musician. It's Chokin down to the line. Chokin's going to the Master Musician. Christopher Vance got home for third.
Canterbury trainer Cran Dalgetty confirmed his position as the brightest light among the young trainers' ranks after Desperate Comment crushed the hotshots Master Musician and Blossom Lady in the $65,000 Easter Cup at Addington in April. Driven by Jim Curtin, Desperate Comment received a healthy 25-metre start from the runner-up, but left little doubt that he is the new force to be reckoned with after running his final 400 metres in 27.6 seconds.
They race down to the 600 metres, about to come out of the back straight, and Desperate Comment a length and a half clear. Master Musician the outside, now he's starting to attack the Master. Is followed then on the inside by Nero's Fiddle. Blossom Lady's about to peel off, and further out in the track then they were followed by Magic Fella. In behind those runners, Lucky Rebel, heading the rest around the corner. Now is October, Adam Butler's first, and back on the inside of those to Mark Roy, they head for home. Round the turn they come. It's Desperate Comment, Master Musician under pressure now. Blossom Lady the same, they're not bridging the gap to this young fellow. And it's Desperate Comment, he's clearing away. He's out by 3 lengths over Master Musician and Blossom Lady. Further out on the track then the Magic Fella, but Desperate Comment's won the Easter Cup. Wins it from Master Musician. Third home, Blossom Lady.
Montana Vance capped a great comeback when he led throughout to win the $90,000 famous Grouse Messenger, New Zealand's premier 4-year-old event at Auckland's Alexandra Park in April. A $100,000 yearling purchase, Montana Vance dominated his age group at 2, but when he lost form and started to race erratically, Barry Purdon decided to geld him and tip him out for the majority of his 3-year-old career, missing the derbies.
Caddy, a bunch field in the famous Grouse New Zealand Messenger Championship as they move off the back towards the 400, and Montana Vance going like a well-oiled machine. Led 3/4 to Hitchcock on the inside too. Mr. Wolf Blast there, followed by Camberley Octane. Over on the outside and making ground as BBC as they round the bend, but Montana Vance lined them up now from Hitchcock and BBC. Mr. Wolf Blast on the inside, and they're followed over on the outside, Camberley Octane. Montana Vance in front from BBC, Camberley Octane, Hitchcock, Mr. Wolf Blast, nip on home, finishing well. Montana Vance has got them covered though. Montana Vance is going towards the line. Second is going to be Photos now. Camberley Octane or nip on home. They were followed then by Hitchcock. Over on the outside, Mark Roy, BBC, Mr. Wolf Blast.
Australian-owned Ginger Man provided Roy and Barry Purdon with their 5th Great Northern Derby win in 7 years in the $100,000 feature event at Alexandra Park, Auckland in March. Driven by Barry Purdon, Ginger Man settled midfield behind a frenetic early speed duel before surging clear in a punishing final 400 metres. Ginger Man had 2 lengths to spare on the line from Rapid Surge and Bridge Hanover, who, like Ginger Man, is owned by Queenslander Greg Brodie.
Off the back, 400 metres left to go. He's got to go by a length and a half now to Bridge Hanover. Ermis on the outside. There's exploding round them, the favourite Ginger Man. They're followed by Rossini and McJay. They run towards the corner though. And the leader, he's got to go 2 lengths on Ginger Man and Bridge Hanover. In behind them, Ermis and Rossini. He's got to go. But exploding right past it now is the favourite Ginger Man, and they're followed by Bridge Hanover. Over on the outside, Precious Lou. Ginger Man's in front in the derby. From Bridge Hanover then we've got Rapid Surge and Precious Lou, but Ginger Man, the favourite's too good. Ginger Man got there second at the line now. There's Photos between Bridge Hanover and Rapid Surge. That's mighty close then, Precious Lou.
Ginger Man became one of the few dual derby winners in New Zealand history when he led throughout to win the $125,000 John Brandon New Zealand Derby at Addington Christchurch in April to complete a classic double after his Great Northern Derby win at Alexandra Park a month earlier. Repeatedly attacked in front, Ginger Man relaxed beautifully, which enabled him to have energy in reserve to win by a head, running the final 800 metres in 56.5 seconds. It was his 9th win from 18 starts and took his career earnings to $271,085.
Heading out of the back straight the last time, 400 metres to go in the Derby, and Ginger Man and Barry Purdon sitting as quiet as a mouse in the leader. Here's the attacker, and it's Hermes. Hermes is ranged up outside, and Rare Touch is coming around 3 wide. He's got a goes looking for room behind them. They were followed by Wicklow Hill starting to stagger, then Rapid Surge. Ginger Man at the 200 metres. Rare Touch is coming at him now down the outside with a big finish. It's Ginger Man and Rare Touch, the 2 favourites. Ginger Man sticking tenaciously. Rare Touch getting going with every stride. Ginger Man the inside. Rare Touch the outer, half a head apart. It's Ginger Man's New Zealand Derby. Rare Touch followed home then by He's Gotta Go.
A decision to bypass the Rich DB Fillies series to concentrate on the Great Northern Oaks New Zealand Oaks double with Pretty Kiwi paid dividends when she won the first leg, the $60,000 Great Northern Oaks at Alexandra Park, Auckland, on April 22. A veteran of just 7 starts, Pretty Kiwi worked hard to get to the outside of hot favourite Kiwi Cinder with 700 metres to travel, then hit the front at the 400 metre mark. After working hard to get to the breeze and then to the front, Pretty Kiwi, with Richard Bronson in the sulky, held on to win by a short neck after running the final quarter in an absurd 32.5 seconds.
First to last, they head out towards the 400, and the leader now, Pretty Kiwi, went round the outside to take the lead off the favourite Kiwi Cinder, and Pretty Kiwi slipped about a length and a half clear, with the home turn looming up. Changer's third, there followed by Dame Royce. Round the corner they come, just under 220 to go in the Great Northern Oaks, and the leader is Pretty Kiwi, clear by 3 or 4 lengths to Dame Royce, Kiwi Cinder, Changer, Miami Vance down the outside, and there followed by Perpetual Fiddler. Pretty Kiwi's in front for Richard Brosnan. Dame Royce is cutting it back on the outside, followed Miami Vance. Robels with a belated run. Pretty Kiwi's kept going though from Dame Royce and Miami Vance. Pretty Kiwi in front, going towards the line. Pretty Kiwi photos now. We've got Dame Royce and Miami Vance. They were followed Robel.
Pretty Kiwi went within a head of completing the Rare Oaks double after setting most of the pace in the $60,000 Fillies Classic at Addington the following month. But her inexperience cost her as she gawked around in the straight. The race was won by the Ricky May-driven Southland filly Robin's Treasure, one of the lowest assessed fillies in the field. Her chances seemed to reflect that when she was a clear last with 600 metres to travel. But May was able to find a clear path that took him to mid-track 400 metres later. And Robin's Treasure did the rest with a flashing finish that saw her grab Pretty Kiwi right on the line.
They've left the 600. They come out of the back straight. And it's Pretty Kiwi and Richard Brosnan, the leader, from favourite Barossa, followed by Kiwi Cinder. So the 3 popular chances are 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. And coming around them, Time's on My Side. Right there with them too is Perpetual Fiddler, wider out Sagita. Heading the rest is Gaily BB. But the fillies, they turn for home. Pretty Kiwi lines them up, 30 metres to go. Barossa's struggling now to get to it, and Kiwi Cinder's off the trail. Down the outside comes Perpetual Fiddler, and Time's on My Side. A bit further back then, they were followed by Classic Score. But it's Pretty Kiwi getting there, trying to bomb it over the outside, and coming strongly. Robin's Treasure, what a finish. Robin's Treasure's come home to beat them from Perpetual Fiddler and Pretty Kiwi.
Hot favourite Il Bacolo guaranteed himself a shot at New Zealand's 2-year-old honours with a 2 3/4 length win in the $150,000 Sires Stake final at Addington on May 13. Beginning quickly to secure the trail, Il Bacolo angled clear at the 300 metre mark and exploded away to beat his stablemate Surprise Package, running his final quarter in 27.5 seconds on a wet track.
Out of the back straight, 600 metres to go. Vacillator by 3/4 of a length from Keep It Up. Il Bacolo just waiting for room. Sitting parked is Vanderell, Ready for Love next to the rail. Economizer, a neck away the other. Followed by OK Laura, starting a big run. Surprise Package from the back. Mainland Spur waiting for space in between horses. Night Fox holds the rail. and late bid. They round the bend now in the ANZ Banksire Stakes final, and it's Vacillator being joined by Keep It Up, but Il Vicolo shoots off the rail and goes up and into the lead. Il Vicolo strides to the front, coming well as Van der Rel in behind those looking to get through, was ready for love and wider out Surprise Package and Maitland Spur, but Il Vicolo's too strong. Il Vicolo gets home, Surprise Package does best to run second. Then we've got a line-up for third, Van der Rel, Maitland Spur and Night Fox.
There was tragedy and triumph for the Purdon stable in the Battle of the Freshman Freaks at Alexandra Park a month later. The clash of superstar juveniles and stablemates, Il Vicolo, and Surprise Package in the $85,000 New Zealand Juvenile Championship was supposed to decide which pacer would carry off the coveted 2-year-old of the year title. Il Vicolo wrapped up the title with a bold front-running display to beat his gallant stablemate by a length and a quarter. But after the race, it was revealed Surprise Package had broken a pedal bone with 300 metres to travel. Il Vicolo ran the final 800 metres in an electrifying 55.3 seconds, the fastest official last 800 metres paced by a 2-year-old in New Zealand history.
Mighty 800 metres left to go now, and that quarter was 33.5 and the half, 105.6. In the back, 700 metres left to go, and the leader, Il Vicolo, by a half to Surprise Package. 1.5 then, Esprit Lee on the outside of New York Blues, the next pair, Status on the outside, and China Blue Eyes on the inner, and 3 to 4 lengths to Miss Mighty. They're about to work down past the 500, and the leader is still Il Vicolo, going nicely a half on the outside then as the pace goes on by Surprise Package. They've drawn 2.5 now on New York Blues and 3/4 on the outside then to Esprit Lee. The others would have to get a move on, but Il Vicolo, going like a well-oiled machine, may have the measure of its stablemate Surprise Package. They swing in 200 to go. Yes, it has. They're followed by New York Blues. Further back, Miss Mighty is running on. Il Vicolo kept going 3 lengths now from Surprise Package. New York Blues, Miss Mighty's coming home pretty well, but Il Vicolo still 2 lengths in front of Surprise Package. Can't bridge the gap. The favourite's too good. Il Vicolo beats Surprise Package 6 lengths away or 7 lengths away, New York Blues, followed by Miss Mighty, Esprit Lee.
David Moss took out the first leg of New Zealand's Premier Double for trotters when he scored in hollow fashion in the $100,000 DB Draft Dominion Handicap over 3,200 metres at Addington in late November. The 10-year-old gelding stepped away well from his 10-metre handicap and was in front with 2,400 metres to run. That was effectively the end of the race. With trainer Robert Cameron driving a heady race, David Moss was untroubled to win by a length and a quarter, running the 2-mile trip in 4 minutes 12.1, the third fastest Dominion handicap in history. David Moss ran his last 2,400 metres in 3:01.9 and the final 1,600 metres in 2:01.5, and he did it with ease. Later transferred to Clive Herbert, David Moss came to Moonee Valley to make a clean sweep of the Australasian Trotters Championship and the VL Dullard Cup, with Morris McKendry in the sulky.
And David Moss left in front clearly by 2 from Royd and Arnie. Alias both third, the outside, and Game Paul fourth, the rail. Starker Pride was next, then Idle Scott. There's Diamond Field. Tony Hiller, he sets it alight and it goes up. David Moss is putting on the speed in front. Diamond Field is going around them quickly, and it's being tracked all the way now by Falstaff. Back in behind them, Aspiring Lass with Idle Scott away on the rail. About a length and a half, Giola, Cola, Lily the Pink, Liberty Vogue and Southern Man has galloped. They race down past the 600. David Moss and Diamond Field, they're the two. David Moss by about 3/4 of a length over Diamond Field, Alias Bow. Falstaff is fourth and Game Pool the rail. Giving a bit of ground as Royd and Arnie, he can't see out the distance. Is followed wider out by Aspiring Lass with Starker Pride in the centre. Heading the rest is Idle Scott, starting to come home fairly well. Then Giola, Cola, and further back to Lily the Pink, Alias Bow has broken up. They head for home, and it's David Moss on the inside and Diamond Field the other. Game Paul is angling out, followed by Falstaff and Starker Pride, then Idle Scott. David Moss and Diamond Field, they're the two. David Moss producing a bit more than Diamond Field. David Moss holding Diamond Field, and he's coming clear. And David Moss goes to the line and wins the DB Draft Dominion Handicap from Diamond Field and Game Paul.
Soreness in his hind legs and a shocking performance when checked in the final lead-up race a week earlier saw David Moss denied the chance to defend his $90,000 Rowe Cup title at Alexandra Park on May 21. With David Moss on the sidelines, the stage was set for the Purdon-trained Diamond Field to complete a magnificent season. Winner of the Inter-Dominion Trotters Grand Final at Harold Park in March, Diamond Field overcame a 10-metre handicap to win by 3/4 of a length. Diamond Field's win completed a unique family double as his dam, Robin Evander, won the Rowe Cup in 1975.
His pride down the far side, they run past the 600, and the leader is Ribtech, 3/4 on the outside of the favourite Diamond Field. Breton Abbey's working off the fence there, followed by Gorbachev. There's Chiola's Dream working into a slot on the inside with Dar's Dream handy. On the outside to Southern Man, they reach the end of the back straight, 400 metres left to go, and the leader Diamond Field going up to eyeball Ribtech. Over on the inside then is Breton Abbey. Over on the outside as they make towards the bend is going to be Gorbachev. They line up 220 left to go in the feature. The FII, New Zealand General Insurance, J Memorial Gold Cup, and Diamond Fields hit the front. Down the outside to Gorbachev, Breton Abbey, Ribtech, Southern Man. Here's a late run from Pride of Petite. Diamond Field in front of Gorbachev, running all over the course, followed by Pride of Petite, Diamond Field. Breton Abbey's coming home well. Chiola's Gem, but Diamond Field's too good. Diamond Field has beaten stablemate Breton Abbey. Chiola's Gem ran third.
I hope you enjoyed our look at Australasian harness racing for the year 93-94. If you did, join us again next year.
Warriors 1 out and 2 back. A length to Hallier, 1.5 to Blossom Lady, 2 lengths to Lake Street, and 2.5 last of all is Warrior Khan, heading up towards the turn with a bit over 2 rounds to go. And the leader is Valley Champ, around the corner by 3/4 of a length to Ultra Jet. Madawi Prince is on the leader's back third. 1 out and 1 back is Just Avoiding. In Sucher is 5th on the inside. Then We Own a Warrior, 1 out 2 back. A length away is Hallier. Third last Blossom Lady, second last Lake Street. And last Warrior Khan. Those last 4 or 5 all racing one off the rail as they turn out of the straight, short of 2 to go. Valley Champ is getting all his own way in front. Vic Frost is rating him along perfectly in the lead. And as they head to the back, he's a length on Ultra Jet without cover. On the fence behind the leader is Madawi Prince. 1 out and 1 back is Just Avoiding. On the rail, 3 back, the fence is In Sucher. 1 to We Own a Warrior. He's getting a good run midfield, 1 off the rail. 2 lengths away, Hallier. 1.5 to Blossom Ladies, third last. Second last, Lake Street. And still Warrior Khan is last of all as they run out of the back of the 1,000-metre mark. Valley Champ is the leader. Comes up the side by 1.5 to Ultra Jet on the outside of Madawi Prince. Now In Sucher's coming one off the inside, has got 1 off the fence, as Just Avoiding seemed to lose some ground there. Now, We Own a Warrior's also coming 1 off the fence. Blossom Lady still well back, but here she comes now, the mare. She's starting to ease out. Hallier next from Lake Street, and Warrior Khan still back last and must be spotting Valley Champ 12 or 14 lengths after the bell. The quarters 30.6 and 30.3. And as they head to the back, Valley Champ the leader. 3/4 of a length to Ultra Jet. Madawi Prince is under pressure on the inside. In Sucher's making ground. Further back, We Own a Warrior. Then Hallier. Blossom Lady further out. 2 away, Lake Street. Warrior Khan and Just Avoidance dropped out to last. Down the back at the 400-metre mark, and Valley Champ the leader. Ultra Jet won't give in. The American pacer, he's sticking on well. In Sucher got the third. We Own a Warrior saving ground along the rail. Blossom Lady starting a run, but still 4 lengths off the leader. Warrior Khan still 6 lengths off the leader. Vic Frost on Valley Champ. Goes for the whip. He's the neck. Ultra Jet who won't give in. A length away, We Own a Warrior running on well. And then Hallier in the straight. Valley Champ is under pressure. Ultra Jet draws alongside. We Own a Warrior comes at them. 3 in line. It's Ultra Jet, Valley Champ, We Own a Warrior. Ryan Hancock again on We Own a Warrior.